Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another stream, welcome to another video. Today is going to be about Zimmerit, that's right. But before we get into that, I got to work on some of these, so let's get into it. So, doing these tracks, as you can see, I've got a bunch of sections all nicely done, and they're all good, and they're straight, and they're flat, and yeehaw. Yeah, there's not much to them. They are just track pieces that are glued together. But I noticed when I was doing this, there are some track pieces that have an extra little tab sticking out in the middle, but not all of them have it, and I don't know why. And so I noticed on each sprue, of course this one's been cut in half, so imagine this is this wide, okay, that much longer. There was 3 of them. Bing, bing, bang. There's 3 of them on each sprue that have these extra tabs in the middle, and the rest don't. So I don't know why. So I decided I'm going to put these 6 aside that I have, and I'm going to take 6 extra of the regular ones. And so that's what I just did. I just took it off the sprue. So I just need to clean them up, and I want to do that first, and then we'll get into the Zimmerit. Okay? So I just want to clean these. This is what I did to all the other ones after taking them off the tree. Just clean it up like that. I'll change my camera. You get to see a little bit better up close how I did. So that one's clean. So there's 2 little nub marks, one on each side there. And so I just take my nice little razor glass file. I recommend this thing highly. I'm not sponsored, so don't worry about that. It is my true opinion that this razor file is really, really awesome. And if you are interested in at least checking it out, I'll put a link in the description box below to the website that you can order these things from. They do come from Korea. They're made in Korea. And yeah, just another one of the awesome things from South Korea. Other than the people. Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to get these tidied up, because if you don't clean up the little nubs that come off of them, then they don't fit together properly. And so that's why it's just a little bit of a tedious task, especially since you need 100 links per side, right? Okay, those are done. So with that done, I don't want to accidentally fling them all somewhere. These are the ones I'm not going to be using, but I'm going to save them in case for some reason I do need to use them. I didn't notice anything in the instructions saying anything about using those. On the section where we assemble the track pieces, they don't show them at all. So I don't know why these have that extra piece sticking down in the middle. Now it's not on the side that's would be sticking up towards the wheels. It's the side that faces the road. So I really don't know. They also have these extra little long pegs that stick out there and there, and I really don't know what the deal is with those. So yeah, needless to say, I'm not using them. So Zimmerit. How are we going to do the Zimmerit? We're going to use the Tamiya epoxy putty. This is the quick type, green box. That's how you can distinguish it. What are we gonna need? I'm gonna need a knife. Okay. I'm gonna need a toothpick, and I'm gonna need some water. That's the way our good old friend Martin, what's his last name? Kovic, from the Night Shift YouTube channel. He has a couple of videos on doing the Zimmerit using this method, and his results come out looking really good. And so that's what I'm going to attempt today. Okay, so we already know, it mentions in the instructions here the sections that should have the Zimmerit on it. Almost the entire back panel, a little bit on the bottom edge of that panel, so that's going to be almost all around here, but also along this piece here. Okay, they wanted me to put it on the sides, excuse me, basically along this upper part, above these holes. Okay, up above there. I know from looking at pictures that the Zimmerit goes on this front face as well, along here, and on the front here, and underneath on this part too. This section and this section. Okay, so those are the places that the Zimmerit will be going, and yeah. I wonder if when we get to the actual hull, yeah, see, the hull doesn't even mention Zimmerit on this, but I've seen it in pictures. I know it goes along there, right? So yeah, that's that. So I need to get a little bit of water, so I'm gonna grab one of my little cups here, and I'm gonna put some water in it, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got my little thing of water. And we need to start small. So I'm going to take this is not glued on here. We need to start small sections. So Night Shift recommends that you start in small sections. He actually recommends, if you want to do like a damage thing, to actually kind of draw out where you're going to do the damage. Now, I just noticed something funny. On this side we've got two sets of holes. I'll show you on the camera here. I don't know what the significance is, but we've got two sets of holes on this side, but on this side we've only got one. So I do not know what the deal is with that, because obviously that's going to interfere with the Zimmerit, whatever is going to go on that side. So let's take a look in the instructions, see if I can figure out what's going on with that. What is that all about? Ah, okay. So the reason for the upper holes is because we're going to be putting on one of these cables on one side in those holes, and it's only on that side. So what does that mean for us? Well, that means I want to take this A64 that's this one right here. So I want to take this one Okay. I'm gonna have to mark out how it sits on there. I'm gonna have to trace that out because I can't put Zimmerit in where this is gonna go, otherwise it's gonna be on top of the Zimmerit, and that's not gonna work for us at all. So I am gonna take a little pencil and give myself an outline. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that they added the Zimmerit with the cable on the tank. This is maybe a field application. That's what I'm going to call it. Which just means they worked it around the Zimmerit. Or they put the Zimmerit on around the cables rather than removing them. That's going to be my little story about this. Okay, so there's my little outline. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it on the camera at the right angle. Yeah, that's my little guide. And what I'm going to do is, because there is a line here that you're supposed to leave the Zimmerit at and not go below this line. So just to make it stand out a little bit easier for me to see at any angle, I'm just doing that. So you can see I've just drawn that pencil. So this is the area in here that the Zimmerit's going to be. Okay, all in there. So let's go over to this side, and I'm just going to draw that line again. So I know, oops, not to go below that line. Okay, and I'm going to put my little guide on the back. The Zimmerit is not supposed to go in there. It's not supposed to go within that circle. And it's not supposed to go in here. Okay, and we don't go below this or that. Okay, so the Zimmerit goes in here, all in there like that. This is where the Zimmerit goes, all over there. Okay, all right, so our little thing is done. So what do? We take this stuff, and what brother Night Shift does is he makes little noodles. So we start by cutting a little strip with the white. Come on out of there. It's stuck. There we go. Okay. So this is the way I see Night Shift doing it on his channel. Take that plastic off of that. And off of that. And this is what he does. He takes the little noodles, puts them together, and he twists them like this in his little way to knead it up. You can do it really any way you want. You can just keep folding and squishing. Use a little bit of water to keep it from sticking to your fingers. A little bit of water keeps it from getting sticky. Okay, so now I got kind of a consistency of a tan colored putty. All right, there we go. So let's start on the side. Now I see what he did was he cuts it into even smaller little bits, like that, to start with, because we're going to use the toothpick, get it wet, and we're going to roll it out to get it super flat. I'm actually going to trim this off because this toothpick has texture to it, so I'm going to get rid of those because I want this flat and thin. Almost like a super fine rolling pin. Now he says the thickness you want is just to the point of almost seeing through it. So I'm kind of at that point now, but I'm not down far enough. So let's see if I can get this to go down a little further. Pretty good. Almost. Let's get just a little bit more. put that here. Of course, my finger dried, so it's sticky to my finger more than the tank. Don't want it to stick to the toothpick. I think that's a pretty good start. So now we're going to take our Zimmerit tools. Now, one thing he didn't mention is if he actually wets these things. I'm going to assume that he wet them. And what he does to start, he actually uses a square to get squared straight up and down 90 degrees. I don't care about that so much. I think if I just do this and roll that over there, that's a shitty job. Because this didn't roll very well. Maybe that's actually a better job than I thought. It needs to roll. My wheel is not rolling. That actually doesn't look too bad. That's not bad at all. See if it'll focus for you on there. I can get my head, get the camera to focus for you. There. Oh, come on, I had it. I had it. There. It's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. So, let's do another round. Another blob. I think this is actually a good way, if you, especially if you want to do it, like, and make it look like it's got damaged sections. I don't want to go below that line, so I'll just do that. And I'm going to put that back on there like this to help give you something to stabilize it. There we go. Just wet my wheel again. There we go. I can actually take some of this excess put it on here. That worked out pretty good. Now, definitely don't want to leave it in the teeth. If you get any in the teeth of the wheel, you got to clean that out. You don't want putty in there. That's going to screw up your pattern right quick. So make sure to get that out of there. Let's get another little dollop. It's really amazing how far a little piece goes. All right. Right, some more. I guess you could say once you kind of get the hang of the technique, it's actually not that hard to do at all. I would say my challenge is spreading it out evenly over every spot. Right, next. It's really amazing. You get the right shape and it really goes a long ways. it's looking pretty good. I think this last little bit will be enough to finish it off, and then some. I didn't wet my fingers. Silly me. There we go. More than enough. So that'll give me a chance to fill in down here, because I actually have extra. I actually have quite a bit extra. There we go. That's it. Okay. So, fingers are a little sticky. That's okay. I've got some excess going along the top here. I want to clean that off. So, now, didn't do a very good job there. Zimmerit is wanting to peel, and I don't want that. That's not right. Now we have our line that's supposed to be nice and straight, and obviously it's not. So I need to kind of figure out where that line went and to clean my Zimmerit off. And what Night Shift did, he kind of went the kind of route where you kind of scrape it like this. Like that kind of idea. Got some in this hole, that's got to be cleaned out of there. That was easy. A little bit extra on there needs to be taken off. Now, to be honest, I would have thought this stuff would have been drying a lot quicker. Just based on the fact that it's called the quick type, right? But it still seems to be quite pliable. And and it's not giving me any problems as far as removal. I don't know if that's due to the water being mixed with it. I think what I'm going to do, because I can't see my line anymore, the section where we install the fenders, A19, let's grab that. It's this guy here. This guy here. This is one of the fenders. This is one of the guys that's going to get all damaged up later. To make it look like they're damaged in battle or something or whatever. The track's been blown up and now we got a busted up fender. Obviously, a pristine little piece like this is doesn't look proper. So there's what it would look like if I were to try to install this just as is. So my little Zimmerit is kind of interfering a little bit. So let's see if that helps. Yeah, so we've got a little bit I need to get rid of here. Here. There we go. Now it won't interfere with the installation of that at all. There. And that's that. And that, in a nutshell, is Zimmerit. I'm not happy with my little runs right there. You see it? Gotta clean these teeth out. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems later on. Okay, so I'm just going to wash my hands, get some of the sticky stuff off, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so there you have it, guys. In a nutshell, there's Zimmerit applied. I would say that's not too bad for my very first attempt at it. That's pretty good, actually. That just goes to show you when you know, you watch somebody who really knows what they're doing and you basically just imitate them and do the thing yourself. That's not bad at all. Obviously, I'm not done. As far as you and I are concerned, I'm done for the night. That's all I'm going to do for now. I want to see how long it will take for this to dry. I see my lines going up and down are not all the same, so maybe I'll take some time and just kind of make sure they're straight up and down all everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, airplane. Thanks for taking off at this exact moment. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. When I come back, I should have the Zimmerit done. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to just try this out with you guys. Like I said before, this is my very first time doing it. And so, yeah, you get to see the results with me. So I'll see how long this actually takes to dry and harden and everything like that. And yeah. And so that's where I'm going to leave it for now, guys. I want to thank you for watching and thanks for coming out. But that's going to be it for this one. I know it's kind of going to be a short video. In the description box below, I'm going to put links to my Instagram, to my Twitch. You can watch me on those. Well, you can't watch me on Instagram, but you can take a look at all the pictures that I post of everything that I've built in the past. Every time I finish a build, I take a few pictures, 5 or 6, 10 pictures of it in different angles, and I post it on my Instagram. And yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, you can hit that like button down there, and if you haven't already, you can hit subscribe too. I'd really appreciate that and helps me out a lot. But like I said a few times now, that's going to be it for now. And so yeah, we will see you all in the next one.